everyone. So this week I thought I'd put the camper van on hold and any other home renovation projects because the state of this shed was so bad we couldn't find any or most of the tools. In fact, this is what it looked like. So things got to the point where I thought, you know what, enough's enough. I can't live like this anymore. I know it was my fault, and I thought I'm gonna put some London bracket shelves up so I could see everything on show. I knew exactly what I owned, and it then rolled into a huge mammoth trip to the skip, well, 4 trips in fact, and just a general huge spring clean all week. And I thought if any of you are in the same boat and you want to know how I did it, then keep on watching. So the very first thing I had to do was completely remove everything. And some of you might not know, we're actually renovating our whole first house from top to bottom, which means we've got everything in here, including the kitchen sink. And things just started accumulating, and I've been too scared to throw anything away just in case we've needed it as we've gone along. And once I'd removed everything, I thought it needed a good sweep up just to start afresh. And then once I had a bare wall, I got a tape measure and marked roughly where I wanted the top shelf to be. Notice we already had some old London brackets on the right hand side, but I'd never actually used them properly. And then using a large spirit level, I just marked the stud supports with a levelled line. And then for the wood, I actually used OSB 3 chipboard, which is 9mm thick, and I got them cut to 30cm widths by my local DIY store. And they're actually really light and sturdy, which was perfect because I didn't want too much weight on my brackets when I'm going to be filling the shelves with my own stuff. Then I held one of the sheets up just to mark where I wanted to cut it, but I also measured it as well just to double check. And then just marked that with a straight line and just sawed the excess with a handsaw. It might look tedious, but it's really quick. So now it was time to fit the London bracket, and you need the longest section against the wall. And I got mine from Mano, a DIY company online. I'll leave all the links to the things that I'm using below if you want to check them out. And I'm just holding it in line with one of the pencil marks that I've made, and just made marks in the holes where the screw goes. And then I used a screw that was shorter than the depth of the stud and screwed that in. And then I screwed the other one in. And then it was time to move on to the second one, and I balanced the spirit level on the very first one and checked to see the spirit level was dead centre, and made some more pencil markings to screw my next one in. And I continued to do that all around the shed. And then I made sure the bottom of the brackets were all securely screwed in. And then it was time to place the wood on top, and I made sure I was happy with the stability and double checked one more time with the spirit level, and it was perfect. And then here's me doing another row below before I moved on to the rest of the shed. And I ended up doing 3 rows almost all the way around. Love it. And then to make sure the wood was securely in place and there were no movement, it's such thick stuff, I had quite a time trying to just screw straight in. So I had to carefully do some miniature pilot holes just so my mini screws could get purchased, and I securely screwed them in with screws smaller than 9mm. Now if you're wanting shelves for things like really heavy bricks and stuff like that, then a London bracket might not be for you. But if you're like me and you've got lots of paints, gardening things, tile cutters and stuff like that, then this is perfect for you. So I'm kind of hoping that I've inspired some of you to do the same. I'm certainly not a professional by any means. I'd just like to get advice from my dad. And if you do have any other tips that you think, actually Vikkie, you did that wrong, then please feel free to comment below and maybe it will help future viewers. And hopefully if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.